Who's there? All right, welcome everyone. This is the Glass Academy. Today is a signature show.
Do you guys know us?
And here's what we're gonna try to do today. Okay, Jake, you wanna film me talking about my stuff, or should I just do it?
I'll film you.
Okay, so, whoops, turn the volume down. So we got this Christmas card, and it stuck around, and it hung out at the studio with me in my office, actually. And I kept thinking about it because I want to make gnomes, and we prototyped them, and they're not working. Not working like how I wanted. So the other day, an idea came to me that said, if you cast this shape in glass, then punty it up, when it's on its sideways, you could add the white beard, its big fat nose, and then put this really cool hat on it.
I like that.
So that's the theory, and then we could do all kinds of different sizes. So let's go talk about the mold. So as an artist, Chris and I both went to art school. We were trained. Jake went to art school as well for a bit. You were trained to think out of the box, and you make the parts that you need. So I just wanted to show this is a friend of ours who has a project for Chris, and these were molds that he made that gave very specific shapes. But you also have to talk among artists, because this shape right here, the glass is, it's a liquid, but it's not going to want to be pushed into that narrow of a shape. And if we do push it into that narrow of a shape, chances are it's going to get cold and crack, or this mold is really thin, heat the mold and not come out. So it's a conversation always between, we are artists for hire sometimes, and people hire us to do those. Now these molds are specific glass molds. They're to give a design or a pattern on the glass, and not necessarily to cast glass into, which is what I'm looking to do today. So we have to build a mold. This one will make it, what is 4 sides? It's not triangle, it's octagon. That's
Square.
8. Yeah, but it goes down to a point.
Trapezoidal.
Yeah, whatever. So that's close. We're gonna give it a go. This is I think the closest to what I need, but it's taller than what I want. This gnome is gonna be bigger than what I want to sample right now, because I need the mold about half the size, because all the extra parts of the gnome will make it bigger. This one I'm interested in too. I'm not sure that the glass will ooze out of these holes. This one might work as well, but I don't know. So we're gonna try them. I don't feel pushed or forced to like work anything through that may or may not work, so we're just gonna give it a go. Christina's working on a Kaleidoscope, and so we're actually gonna do some things with casting colored bits in here for the end of her Kaleidoscope. This is way bigger than her sample when I get it, but we have smaller mold sizes. And you might have seen the railing Chris did. This was his mold with this cool little handle that he made. So, because we are a small studio and we are artists and creators, this is really fun for us. So, here it goes. Dun, dun,
Yeah, looking good.
okay. Should I can do recycle, so you have clear your glass.
For sure.
And I'm plugged in, you can hear me just fine.
I can hear you perfect, and they can hear me perfect. I just heard it. We got mics all over the place.
Yep, what's happening?
Beautiful thing, getting things lined up.
Good morning, everybody. What's happening? Chris here. The second half of the third. We got all 3 family members here tonight. Today, this morning. Whoa. Michelle's gathered up some recycled glass.
So the theory is after I kind of go to the so I'll have
So that's, you guys are seeing firsthand prototype action where Michelle is thinking about what she wants to do, and she doesn't know if it's going to work or not. Same when I do it, same when Jake does it. So if it doesn't work, she just cans it and starts another one. But who knows what she's doing now in her head, because I can't tell, but she's marveling it.
I don't have a thought bubble above my head.
I wish there was some way we could make a thought bubble above their heads, because that would be super cool. There she goes into this cone-shaped mold, which is pretty cool.
Oh, actually, it's going to work great. Except for that.
Nice. Jake's working on a punty.
Yeah, I need the ball.
Here, use the back of this to push it down, Shell. Look.
That one. Perfect, perfect.
Nice. Look at that. So this would be the hat to the gnome is what she's thinking, right, Shell?
Yeah, do we have an annealer on?
Oh, we do have an annealer on for sure. All these cool molds Michelle pulled out to do her thinking about the process. Jake's made the punty. We're gonna pull this puppy out.
So then the theory too of it being dipped in is that it will sit flat on the table.
I like that. All right, so that is the top of it. Just like any one of our other shows, everybody, you know that we're going to have the contest. And the contest is sending the email to enews@glassacademy.com. And today's question is, what would you name your gnome? What is the perfect name for a gnome?
Mom doesn't know.
She doesn't?
The funny thing is, I'm thinking the gnomes are like the dwarves. Like sleepy, you know what I mean?
Jake, they could hear you fine because this microphone's on.
Oh, that one is on? I see.
I don't know, is it?
Yeah, we were supposed to turn it on.
So I turned mine off.
All right, well, give me a second. I'll fix it right up.
All right, so this is looking like we're looking at some beard.
All right, turn your mic back on, Dad.
My mic's on.
So we learned this trick from an Italian master. He made these little pooties. Pooties are like little flying angels. Cherubs is really what I'm trying to say.
Looking cute.
Yeah.
Look at that little fella.
I like it.
So the reality, here's what's going to happen. I'm doing this and thinking it through, and you guys are thinking 5 steps past me. So then when you do yours, I'm thinking 5 steps past yours. Okay. So look at those little cheruby beard. So now I'll take a big nose.
Schnoz.
Yes, the tobacco.
So that's looking like a pretty darn nice looking beard, everybody.
And I'm doing recycle because we're prototyping still. And we have a class, I wanted to keep the clear for the class.
All right, so Jake's bringing a brown nose. The nose is something that's pretty big on gnomes, guys. Check out these things. It's all about the nose, the gnome nose. Look at him. Look at these guys. Look at him. That's really the only facial expression that's visible on a gnome is the nose.
So the hat is, let's do purple. You can bring me a hat. Big blob upside down, I'm gonna pull it down.
How's everybody doing this morning? You guys getting your coffee in? It's definitely a beautiful day. It was nice and cool out this morning. I loved it.
No, more.
Yeah, the beards. It's what I'm talking about, guys. Looking good, looking good.
Have some coffee for me, please.
I like that guy. He's looking good.
Okay, so the theory is purple frit on the right. I'll take it upside down. I'm going to stretch it over his hat, and then if you could bring me the Marini tray. I will, not right after. I'll need a little to let it cool down a little.
So this is the hat?
This is the hat.
All right, guys, we got the hat coming on. And then after that, she's going to be adding some decorative bits to some decorative Marini, actually, to the hat. That's a big schnoz you got on that guy.
I know, and it's kind of got reduction, so that's kind of fun, too. So the fun part, what I'm thinking with this color, and yes, small hands trying to make this work, is that you can stretch the hat out. So like the picture, we can bend them over. This is the theory anyways. And also because it's solid glass on the core and it's colder, I should be able to push the hat down and have it look pretty natural, like an overlay would be.
Oh yeah.
All right, so then.
That's looking good.
Oh, are you surprised? Jeez.
I like it when people are happy when they're blowing glass, and you just saw some beautiful happiness on Michelle's face.
Okay.
When you like what you're doing, it's turning out, that's great. I like how it went down in the back and stayed where it was supposed to in the front. Looks really good, Shell.
Totally.
Yeah, I just picked up a piece of frit. So we'll cover that with so
Marini.
now, Marini.
Can you gonna let everybody get a look at this?
Yeah, yeah.
You wanna hold it up so everyone can take a look at it? Oh yeah. Looking good.
All right, so what are my choices? When? All right, I'm ready.
One at a time, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Looking good, guys, looking good. I'm kind of helping out here with the torch, handing the torch to Michelle just to make it a little bit easier. But that's why I stopped talking for a minute, but I'm giving her the torch again. And she's just putting them on. I don't know how many, but she'll probably put a half a dozen of them or so on there, which is great. Polka dots. And but they're actually the heart Marinis. So this gnome has got something to do with Valentine's Day. I like it.
Yeah, he's got a purple hat with heart Marinis.
I'm pretty darn close to this flame right here, you guys. Whoa!
Don't be heating up the camera.
This is the perfect view. I got a nice spot to let my hand rest while she's working the torch.
One more, Jake, will be it.
What a beautiful weekend. It's really nice doing the live feed during the day. Last weekend we did this, and it's just nice having the studio nice and light. Check it out how nice and light it is in here.
Yeah, it's a lot nicer when it's light.
Oh yeah. Talk about having some beautiful sunshine in here. Driving me crazy. Plus our classes don't start until just after lunch, and they run till about 8:30 tonight, so we got the studio to ourselves, which is really nice to have the place. Nicole's here and she's up there getting ready for the classes to come in, but it's real nice to have the studio to ourselves.
So I think what we can do going forward is like stretch the hat out and bend it and stuff like that. We'll see on this one, but I'll have you bring me a little like.
Got some of the tools here for those folks who don't know what they are. You got the taglia, the shears, we've got some tweezers. These are the ornament tweezers, the diamond shears, the pincetas, and then the jacks. Michelle's rocking a brand new pair of Carla Dona jacks. We just got those the other day. Yesterday, actually. They're beautiful.
So let's do red to match the Marini.
All right, she's directed Jake to what color she wanted. What is this component?
Just a little topper for
A tassel? Tassel? Is it a tassel or is it a tassel, everybody?
I think it's a tassel.
Let's hear about that.
These boots are slippery. It's hard to like set this. It's funny.
Bunnies can go on the floor too.
That's true.
All right, looking good.
So my original idea for the mold is still even smaller than this, so that we can really pull the hat after we would add all these components to
All
it.
right. Sounds good.
So that, like, in the picture, like you can get that little bent.
Pretty cool. They put the subtitles on our words.
I think that's new.
What do you mean?
They got subtitles up. If you're watching on mute, they're subtitling what we're saying, and people can read it on their TV.
Really?
Yeah.
For the people who can't hear, or for people who don't want to have it on. And look at this, you
He's
guys.
looking good. Look at that schnauzer.
So again, if the mold is different, so then the theory is it's solid. It should sit right on the table.
I like it.
So the GA, a little bit.
Yeah, maybe right on the back under the hat or something.
Yeah.
Gotta have the GA stamp on there, even on prototypes, guys.
Where's the little stamp?
I'm gonna get the stamp for Shell.
Oh yeah.
Now the thing that's tricky now is who's going to go next, because these guys are going to start fighting. I get to go next. I get to go next.
Well, I'll be blowing glass until 9 o'clock tonight, so I can work the camera.
Jake's teaching the classes today, and he's got a lot of classes all day long till 9 o'clock tonight, so he's going to be definitely working his butt off, which is great. Look at that. But Michelle, your face, remember the time that that picture someone took of me with mine behind there? When you're looking at your piece, so hold it away from your face a little bit to left or right. There you go. Don't look, I'm going in on him. Faces, nose, towards there. This guy's looking good.
Yeah, I want to work on the hat for sure. He's a little wider than I'd like.
Another cool thing about prototyping, guys, well, maybe put it in a mold. Oh no, that's good. The thing about prototyping is you really get to spend some extra time after it comes out of the annealing oven.
Going?
Number 3.
You know? You may want to take it. It might be slippery, Jake.
These work?
Yeah, they work. It's a little slippery. You want me to just do it? You got it?
I think I got it if you get the door.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there they go. The dynamic duo into the annealing oven. And tomorrow we'll be both fighting to get in there to get that gnome and check them out.
Those beer swirls are awesome.
Are all gnomes male or are there female gnomes?
That's the question.
Of course there's female gnomes.
Will you type that in the search bar, please?
Type it in the search bar, folks.
And let us
What
know your
is
thoughts.
a female gnome?
Oh, I don't do it. I thought she was telling me to type it. I'm like, what are you
No,
talking about?
Everybody watching.
Type it in the search
You guys,
bar.
check it out and see if there is female gnomes. I think I maybe have seen like ones that look like grandma gnomes, but I've never seen any younger gnomes that are females, middle-aged, maybe
Nomad?
baby gnomes. Imagine a gnome with a diaper.
How's that for your morning?
Look,
Hold on, watch this.
Jake's working the magic. No Gus at the Gus stop. It's the Jake stop.
Let me do one of these. Wait a minute.
All right, so if you guys say there are female gnomes, then tell us their names. That's the question
You
of the
gotta
day.
get rid of the title thing, right?
You
Hit the
use
black
at
box by
Glass Academy
title.
is where you send that information. Send it in. We want to know your gnome opinion.
Your gnome opinion. Here it comes.
I like nomads. Girl gnome is a Gina.
I like
Nina?
it. Now we got the question up there.
Kelly says she has a female gnome coloring book. We've got to make one of the pins. We're making enamel pins. Jessica's designed them based off our t-shirts, and Christina might as well. But we've got candy cane, all kinds of stuff. Is there female gnomes?
Question, is there female gnomes? We can get the giveaway question up there in the future.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
We want to
Very
make sure
nice.
it's way off to the side, which you did it this time. That other time wasn't right in the middle, like someone stuck something up in the
Here,
middle.
yeah.
All right, we're just enamored with technology right now.
Well, we're
Okay.
learning, guys. It's one of those
So,
beautiful
Jake,
Saturday
you're
mornings.
handing it to Jake, and you're making,
It's my turn.
yeah,
So then
I'm your
I'm giving
assistant.
up the mic, or
Yep, your turn.
I'm saying,
Oh. Yeah, no, I mean, Mom
or
can
now
give
that if we're both on it,
camera,
No, I give up my
and I'll
mic.
assist.
Okay. Let me talk, because I got a lot of housekeeping.
You got a lot of things to say.
you can leave that on because this is turned off.
Yep.
So make sure it's still on.
Gravy, trying to figure all that out.
It is.
That's figured out, folks.
Okay, so
All
here,
right.
I have a bunch of housekeeping, so let's let them think about this. Remember the slug? Jake and I, do you remember Jake, the first slug? It was ginormous and
Biggest
clear.
slug?
I saved them all. I always save the
I
prototypes.
do remember, yeah, with some weird, long, crazy eyes.
Yeah, so it took a little while for us to figure out, but now slugs are one of our favorites. So I'm super excited to prototype the gnome. So while they're discussing, let's look over here. We've got options for the hat inside there. We did melt some of our Marini hearts, and that's going to be a new product that we start having in the gallery. How many of you
And
are
we
Sticky
never
Lolly
have.
fans that are on the show right now? It's similar to what a Sticky Lolly looks like, except that it's made in glass. These are called Marinis. We've been making them a super long time. That's why I was so enamored with Sticky Lollies, because it's a technique that we've used for years. So there's the little hearts. And these are, for our spring show, these are going to be the chick eyes. So it's an Italian technique. It's layered, so you can see the mold there. A little hard for the camera to focus. There it goes. And so we have different ones. They show up in different ways. Here's a nice bright orange one.
I got a little information from Judy here. She says the association says, which I have to assume it's the Gnome Association.
I didn't know
says
that.
Gnomes are and have always been a single-sex species. Convention dictates that there is simply no such thing as a female gnome, or a male gnome for that matter. Gnomes have been in possession of the gene technology for thousands of years, and they don't need female gnomes. That information is from March 10th, 2020, last year. So it may have updated over the year of research into Gnomeville, but for now,
They're like
sounds
unisex.
like they are a unisex species.
So how do they
Multiply?
procreate? Do you think they just hatch?
She said they have so much knowledge about gene technology that they can just recreate in some sort of probably like ball of goo.
They just like make themselves appear.
Yeah, something
I like that.
They probably make that sound too.
You know what?
I
think
like it.
Gnome must have been talking to me and came to me and said, this is how you're going to make your gnome. It just appeared. All right, so Chris is taking glass from the clear furnace, and maybe next time we could do recycle so that we leave the tank full for class. And he's going over, got his plethora of colors here. The cool part about standing right here is we got a close-up, full-on view. No messing around. He's got his gnome hat on, inspired by the moment. Hey, yesterday we had a new guy. We had a new guy here yesterday. I don't know if he's watching today. His name was Kian. We're going to be starting some TikToks. Hitting all the social media platforms. Why? Because it's fun. And because we can.
Well, and we want to educate the world about glass. That's our biggest thing, is educating all of our followers about the cool stuff of glass blowing.
The other part of that is we like to have fun. I get it, Corning Museum of Glass is an amazing resource that has lots of technical things you can learn, but because we're smaller, we're faster, we can kind of make some things goofy. So Chris has started a different approach. He is not breaking his piece off the punty like I did, creating that bottom section. Or is he? So many things to think about. So he shaped the glass. I believe he went into red.
Yes.
We're shaping it up.
I'm just thinking about making kind of the body first.
And then, yeah, I wish I could show like what we just did and have it as a physical thing.
All right.
So
Who's bringing me bits? Jake? All right, no problem. I got to let this set up a little bit anyway, so we're good.
set up means allow it to cool off a little bit. When it's hot, it moves around a lot and it's difficult to work certain areas if it's too hot. So this gnome will be solid. It's a different type of working than blown in the fact that it's just, you work a little slower. Boy, that sunlight rolling in is so fine. We are getting work done on our studio. If you've never been here, check these out. The building was built in 1949, and those are amazing
brown nose
skylights
first.
that sure help out when we're here in the studio. So there they are, checking out the comments. Questions, comments.
All right, brown.
All right, how's everyone doing
brown
today?
nose.
Type in the search bar, are you drinking coffee? Are you drinking coffee? Say yes if you are drinking coffee.
How about tea? Anybody drinking tea out there?
My next question, slow down.
It was?
Yeah, coffee, I just want to hear yes. I want to know.
Well, you
everyone's-
saying that I read your mind?
No, I'm just saying you're a step ahead of me.
That's okay. I must have
Coffee
read your
drinkers.
mind.
Tobacco?
Yes, please.
So tobacco is not tobacco. It is a color. It's tobacco. It's a flesh color. Oh, well, I guess, let me rephrase that. It's my flesh color, not everyone's flesh color. Tobacco is going on the piece.
Oh,
as
put another
the
coat on it, would
nose. Oops. So
Thanks, Jake.
gnomes could be any
It's a little
skin
spotty.
tone. Today we have tobacco that we're starting with. I see there are lots of you who are coffee drinkers. Yep, we are too. Judy asked, how much for the gnomes? We don't know.
Not yet. We don't know.
Yeah,
We
we're
don't
developing
know.
this. We're watching how the product develops. So I can guarantee that there's probably going to be another 10, 15 gnomes behind this that we make silently before we figure out the process and what the gnomes will cost.
Does that mean we can't talk while we're making them?
No, you can talk.
We're making them silently?
Oh.
All right, I'll
Behind
take
the
a white
scenes.
bit, Jake,
How big?
for the beard. Not too big. Same size as that gnome, maybe a little bit bigger.
All right, so the coffee.
A little bigger than that. Twice as big as the one you just brought me. Doesn't matter. You can give it out a recycle.
Okay, so we got the coffee drinkers. The tea drinkers have spoke up. Thank you. We enjoy hearing from you too. And we got water drinkers. So everyone's got their beverage. I like it. I like it. Saturday morning is not our normal time for the show. We'll see if we'll get some new people on here. If you have not watched the Glass Academy lives
That's
before,
what I'd like you to do when you
will
bring
you
it over to
type
me.
new
Just
in your
make
search
it
bar?
longer
Let's see
than
how
it
many
is
new
wide.
people are out there.
So
type in new.
flatten on the marble like this, so that you bring it to me
That
like
helps me
this,
know how to
like
talk
my
to you
hand.
guys.
So it's like a flat, wider bit, like a ribbon bit. So you're gonna flatten it like this, then touch the end a little bit, flatten it like that, and then heat it up. Because I'm gonna stick it on and
Paper
pull it
or
up and pull it up.
Completely cylinder.
Just flat's
Hey,
fine.
Coffee, that's a cool name. Coffee? That's cool. All right, so Jake is shaping the glass per Chris's specifications.
That's nice.
All right, it sounds like you guys are mostly regulars. I haven't seen any new typed into the search bar. Just in case you are new to the show, on our left is Chris Nordine, and on our right is Jacob Nordine. If I took the camera off and you heard them both talk, they sound pretty similar.
You're gonna want to be leaning that way just a little bit.
Let's see what they got going on.
Stay.
All right, there's a couple newbies. Welcome to the show. Chris is working on the beard. Because I guess that's one thing all gnomes have in common, huh? Is a beard. You heard me mention the technique I used was from a cherub, an Italian master, Pino. We saw him making these cherubs. They were amazing. And they had these swirls all over them. So that's kind of too where the Van Gogh pattern comes from. As it's swirling up the glass. Now he's using a torch. That's a great tool to aid and assist in heating certain areas of the glass. We're going to zoom in as he shapes that a little bit more, but I'm going to show you what that pattern looks like in color. And I can do that by coming over here. We do these shows, today's a bonus show, but we do these shows twice a week. Check out the swirls in the bottom of that cup. That's kind of what just happened on that beard. So this was last night's show. They're all posted on Facebook and YouTube. You can see the twirls there in the bottom of the foot. This is a lovely cup. GlassAcademy.com if you're interested in purchasing one. We do make them specifically in our studio. We are a small studio here located in Metro Detroit. The home of Henry Ford is a great way to remember where we're located. And again, tomorrow we have class and we'll do an Annealer Reveal. We'll take out all the gnomes and line them up and take a picture of them. When the glass is hot, the color is a little tricky to tell what's what. So when the glass cools, you'll be able to see the colors a little bit better.
Probably need a little more white, Jake.
All right, so they're gonna continue to shape this, and then the gnome will need a hat, so the hat will go on it as well. Normally we're blowing glass, and this is the same tools and techniques, it's just solid. So this is not blown.
No, that's good. This is gonna be just
Katrina,
even the
thank
beard
you.
out,
I
and
see
then
you're
we're gonna do
sending us
another big
stars.
one
That
for the
is an
back of the
option
hair.
here on Facebook. All right, Jake is dipping into color. He went into the white per the request of Chris. And after you add it, it's like a sugary granule texture. You want to heat it up and melt it in. It's a knobby Van Gogh. It is not orange. It's just hot.
Now I need a big one for the back of his head, for his hair.
Yeah, today is definitely more of a sculpting day than a blowing day. The slugs that we made are actually hollow, so those were blown. But the gnomes, for all this extra work on it, they are going to be, at this point anyway, solid. So they will be heavy. They can sit on top of your fireplace mantle or somewhere, and you don't have to worry about them falling off because they're light. They will be nice and solid. Guys, this sounds so funny. If anyone jumps in and they say, our slug is coming home today, they're going to be like, what is going on? So yes, here at the Glass Academy we have fun. The name is Glass Academy because we do offer classes, we teach classes, but we also have a 4,000 square foot gallery where we sell our product. This is our main source of income. This is not a hobby. We are not hobbyists. We are not a non-profit. We are for-profit, just like a art studio, a ceramic person you might know, or someone who makes clothing or textiles. Same idea. We just work with glass as our medium. You can always tell what part of the glass is being worked on by the color.
Heat that up, maybe.
That is bright orange, only because it's hot. So Chris is spinning and turning the glass around to create that pattern and the texture on the beard. So one of the ways too we know how we're going to price things is how much time they take to make.
Yeah, I'll take it back.
Have
another one.
3 style gnomes. The basic gnome.
Yeah, I need a little bit over here.
And maybe the giant gnome. Who knows? No one knows. No one knows. Oh, Willow would be a cute name for a gnome.
We put on all the white, on all the beards, the white beard so far, we put recycle, the white on top of recycle. It's a really cool effect, like the candlestick, one of them I made on the show, that the blue kind of shines through and it looks like a really clean, icy kind of looking piece of glass.
Okay, we can start for a lapis blue hat.
Oh, that's a good one. Van Gnome. All right, so let's see. They're gonna go, Jake's gonna get some more color. Chris is gonna shape this up. Let me show you what we made last night, or featured on our show, the Tornado Cup. Totally different in the daylight. It'll be nice when spring comes. Look at that. That's why we call it the Tornado Cup. How cool is that? All right, back to the action. That's half the fun with our glass. You know, there are pieces that make you feel good. I know you guys are all at home. A lot of people are working at home or kids are at school. Feels really nice to have a special glass you drink from now.
You know what I mean? Like, so that it's wider at the end, flatten it on the marver.
I read an article the other day how people are spending more time in their home, so they're buying nicer furniture or nicer desks to work at.
More glass.
My philosophy too is buy a handmade drinking glass. So when you're drinking your cups of water, it feels really
Beautiful.
good.
You can even widen it up a little bit more on the top. Yep, there you go.
We even sell glass straws. So if you do want to drink out of your water bottle, you can buy a straw. All right, the place that these guys are at is called the Glory Hole. That reheats the glass.
You can go ahead and get it out.
It's about 2,100 degrees in there.
Cutting a new neck in.
If you're new to the show, we have a contest where you can win glass. And the way you play that is you answer the question, today's question. What would you name a gnome? Jake says it's in the top right corner, and you send the answer to enews@glassacademy.com. We will put an automated response on there very soon, but for now, know that we do get each and every one of your entries. Are you gnome surprised? All right, so this is the hat. So again, Chris has a different philosophy of how he was making it. I don't know, Jake might want to try one after this. Or not. Well, I mean, the day goes quick. This show today will run to 11:30. The reason is because we have class. We slid this show in as a bonus show. And heck, it's only like 35 minutes into the show so far. We got 2 gnomes made. Thank you, Suzanne. She likes our glasses. She drinks from them, says she loves them. Welcome, everyone. If you're just joining us, you are at the Glass Academy, and this is our live show. If you have the ability to share or sprinkle this feed on someone else's page, we'd love it if you did so. On the other side of the studio, Jake is going to be bringing some small marini. I just talked about those a few minutes ago, and he's going to bring them to Chris's gnome, and they're going to add them to the hats, because I think that's kind of cool.
All right, Jake.
All right, now don't panic about Jake's long day. He's had plenty of time off this week. He is well rested. He is a young, strapping man. He will be able to handle the day.
I'm going to do one right now.
All right, back to the glory hole he goes. When we were students learning how to make glass, this is the best position you could be in. You're sitting right behind the master's bench, able to watch their hands and exactly what they're doing. Do you want me to hold the torch, or is it better for you to hang up?
I'm just going to hand it to you in a minute.
Yeah, I'm going to try gnome after this.
Oh! All right. So this time Chris looks like he's going to do maybe 2 at once. I'm not sure. See the spots? Depending on the color you use, some spots show up
Another.
more. Like the colors when they're heated show up more. All right, back to heat it up. This torch here is something that's pretty cool. When I learned how to blow glass, we were not allowed to use torches like this. I learned how to blow glass at the Henry Ford Museum, and it was super historic. You could only do things that were done in the 1800s of blowing glass in the US. Kind of like Williamsburg, if you've ever been there. So modern day times, I don't work for a historical place again anymore. I can make and work any way I like. So Chris has been really good about making sure we have all the tools we need to make awesome glass. And he chose which one? The stars. So these are stars on this gnome's hat. They are raised over the hat. They're a golden color. So we do this thing tomorrow called the Annealer Reveal. That's when all these pieces are cooled to the touch and we can actually hold them.
Okay.
And in doing so, we'll go over what those look like. So we encourage you to come back tomorrow to Facebook. The Annealer Reveals at this time are only done on Facebook, where some of you might be on YouTube right now watching. We do sell our products. Thank you for asking. They are sold at glassacademy.com. During COVID times, we were able to jump in and get all those things on the website because we had the time. All our classes were canceled back in March, and we're just starting to bring those back in. Super small groups. There's only 4 people at a time for every 2 hours. So really small, personalized classes. As you can see from us working around here, we're very spaced out. That's pretty funny. We're spaced out. But everyone wears masks because we are all family here. We are not. Stargazer. Dun, 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 dun. So what we will do too, just like the slugs, we'll have our favorite patterns and we'll do them in different colors and different styles. Jake is setting up what he's interested in making over there and also cleaning off the table. So he's ready for class.
Looking pretty good. Check him out.
He is.
And he's bright red underneath the hat, so you got a little bit more color action. He's got a big old nose with some nostrils in it.
All right, the GA stamp, lots of thumbs up, lots of hearts. The GA stamp is how we sign our pieces. We do not sign any of these pieces. We are a team working together, and by using this GA stamp, it kind of signifies that.
What do you mean we don't sign any of these?
We sign them with the GA. We physically do not sign our names on them unless it is a custom order specifically asked for. So if you want Jacob or Chris to make something very specific for you, they will sign that. But these pieces are all signed with the GA. All right, he's adjusting the gas air temperature. He's going to make that nose a little more metallic. Was it just the nose? Oh, okay. Yeah, that is funny that we could do some feet on it. So again, we're prototyping the gnomes. As I mentioned, based off this Christmas card that I've been hanging on to for quite a while, the idea just came to me about, I don't know, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, and we're able to get it in our rotation.
Looking pretty gnomey. Look at those sparkling stars, too.
Ah. So next step, you got it, the annealer. Each piece of glass that we make cools off overnight. Everyone's saying fabulous job, great job. Jake's gonna have the honors of putting it away. I hear the collar of Batch. She's rolling around the studio somewhere. There's the bottom. There's the top. Let's go this way. There he is. Mark, we did not see you make gnomes. When did you make a gnome? I'd love to see your gnomes.
Mark Vandenberg?
Yes.
Mark Vandenberg makes some sweet gnomes, everybody.
I've seen Bill's gnomes.
No, Mark makes big gnomes, and he makes what I love about him is he's got pants on them, and they've got the little flap that opens up so you can go to the bathroom. Because gnomes go to the bathroom too.
How big are they?
They're pretty big. I think he's got the body, if I remember correctly. You guys should check him out. He's got feet. He's got a whole red outfit, maybe suspenders, I think, if I remember correctly, but a beautiful beard. Mark makes some pretty nice gnomes, you guys.
Well, Mark is also, here goes Jake, we'll get out of the way. Mark is also a torch worker, so he's got this really great sense of body and physical proportion that, you know, some glass blowers have it, some people don't. Mark, I don't know, are they on your website or are they on your Etsy page? We will check them out. Okay, Jake went into a mold. He's gonna start his gnome a little different. Shaping it on the table, reheating it.
I'm going to take 2 tobacco feet.
Oh, so Jake is gonna put feet. All right, giveaway question. You see it up in the corner. What would you name your gnome? You send the answer to enews@glassacademy.com. That's how we do our random pick selection.
Look at that technique.
Ah, there we go. That might be a good way to solve. Ah, interesting. Okay, so while they're letting that heat up, cool down, etc., wanted to show you these. These are the colors for the class today. They're making a glass heart, which I do not have near me, but these are the choices of colors that they can choose. So when they come in, they have this great selection of all these like different colors. It's really cool how the class works. Our show is going to wrap up today at 11:30. If the 11 o'clock students are here, we're going to give you a quick overview.
It's 11:45 now.
No, 10:45. 11:45.
Oh.
The class starts at 12, sorry.
Yeah, but it is 11:45.
Yes, it is. So Jake used the recycled glass. It's not orange, it's just hot. Recycled glass is where we take different scraps and different leftover pieces of glass we have. There's nothing wrong with them. We choose to recycle them. It makes this light blue color that's super cool. Oh, there go his feet. 3:45. Pammy, you are a trooper. If it's 3:45 in the morning, that's insane. Ah, these are awesome. Well, you asked for feet. There they are.
Hunty?
Yep.
Joseph, we're going to show part of the class. We do have a waiver we ask students to sign about photography and stuff. But I got to be honest, most people don't like to be filmed in a class. They're nervous about the class. They're anxious about it. It cracks me up that people are nervous that they're taking a class. I'd be super excited.
I don't know.
So from a distance, we'll kind of look at some of the things as Jake gets started. But usually when they come, we like to give them their privacy during the class. So we will not walk through the whole class with them. All right, so feet. Do you understand it's going to be working this way? So the next step is to punty this so that Jake can work at it from the other angle.
Putting it right in the hole.
Nice job, Jake. All right, one thing I will talk about, if you are local here in the Michigan area or like the Great Lakes area.
Like golf ball size.
Okay.
Yeah, let me jump in. The question is, eNews at Glass Academy, the question today is, what would you name your gnome? Should be up in the screen. Not sure if it's on both screens. Look at his feet.
That going to be enough?
What would you name a goat? Okay, so check out Jake's cert. What I wanted to talk about, how many people know this place? Cedar Point. Cedar Point is an amusement park here in Ohio in the Great Lakes region. Super fun, exciting. If you like roller coasters and stuff, it's amazing. We used to be the glass blowers there. We decided this past year that we were going to pass on that and really focus here in Dearborn. We scaled back the business a little bit. And we have some t-shirts for sale. The whole reason I am telling you, we are not going to be at Cedar Point this year. So we have our Cedar Point t-shirts available for sale. There's a link on the website. They're $1, and then you pay for shipping. So all the sizes are listed if you are interested in a Glass Academy t-shirt like you see Jake wearing. Go to the website and check it out. So it seems one thing we're all agreeing on is the swirly beard.
You think you're going to need any more white, or should I get rid of this?
Some straight beards I've noticed. So while he reheats, let's take a look at our inspiration here. A couple different beard styles. In fact, none of those are curly beards. But I love curly beards. They're wavy beards. We could do straight lines, that's an option too. Kimmy E News, E, the letter E as an elephant, N-E-W-S, at glassacademy.com. Send your answer there. We get all those answers. Lucy, our daughter, does a random generator pick. And voila, someone will win.
Schnauzer?
So we're going to do 2 winners on Tuesdays. There will be no winner on the show today because there's just 3 of us this morning. We forgot to mention to the whole other crew that we need help. So there's Gus in spirit. This is the beard. And now will come the nose. Nobody knows. Welcome everyone. This is the Glass Academy in Dearborn. So towards Jake are the feet. He's going to continue to work on the hat and the top part of this gnome. We tried to do some gnomes at Christmas and we're having very little luck. We just had so many of our other Christmas items and holiday items that we were working on. We tried them last spring too for our garden show. But this year for our garden show, I really want some gnomes that we can put out in the garden or have on the table sitting with you looking outside. So we're giving it a go. All right, one big nose. LB.
Color hat.
That's a good name.
Blue.
Jake's gnome,
Let's do a
it
red.
depends how his hat's going. Right now, he's probably about like 3 inches or so. Doesn't that look like a fried egg? How many people saw Blown Away, the show Blown Away? Deborah did fried eggs. Once the colors change, it won't look like that anymore, but in that moment, that was
Think
kinda
that's
fun.
enough, Jake?
All right, I do have a little housekeeping last night. I forgot to mention this. We have a custom order coming for a Bob Seymour. Bob Seymour, you have been given a gift by Dennis. He's gonna allow you to have something custom made. Jake's gonna give you a call, work out the details, and it's a gift from Dennis.
This thing seems
Bob,
higher
I'm
or
not sure if
something.
you're watching today.
See how
this is
I
an
could be
extra
level
show,
now?
Yeah.
But if you are,
You sure
Jake's
one
gonna
coat
be
will be
giving you a
special?
call next week.
Is that recycle behind it anyway?
Yeah.
So this is show number
Doesn't look fine. Be ready
95.
to second coat.
You can just
The
give
Gnome
it
Show.
one tap on the bottom. Flatten it up to there.
Just having fun. This is how, as an artist, you figure out new product. There's no boss coming down telling you, hey, let's make this today, or no corporate saying this is what we're going to do next. If we want to make new product, we get to figure it out. Not all new product hits the shelves. That'll happen too. Sometimes when we make stuff, it costs too much money and it's not a viable product. Our goal is to make fun things for us to have, for you to have, and affordable. What fun is it if only a couple people could have it? So Jake's pulling down the hat. I like it. It kind of has like the elastic around the hat. The tweezers are giving it that look. All right, if you guys have questions, shout them out. We got students coming in
I
from
like
the
'em.
class. They're going to be doing their paperwork.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
What's
why
happening,
are
ladies?
gnomes red, white, and blue? I have no idea, but they are, aren't they? I'm not the only one with a mic. All right, there's
We were
our,
all just thinking, man.
our
Thinking
red, white,
time
and
this morning.
blue gnome. Gus stop. Chris is thinking.
I was just thinking about it. I mean, I'm all excited about making these things. They're pretty fun. We've tried them, like I said, many years and never really took them to the next level. But this one's looking pretty sweet.
Well, this is the part I like. So this is what I was trying to do with mine, but the cast glass wasn't quite letting me. You can stretch the hat out. So you can stretch it, you can fold it over.
How about one star meridian right tip of the sky?
Nice. pull it out and turn it sideways a little or something?
Bend it forward, a little indent on it.
You gonna be ready now?
Yeah, Terry, so what happens is we all do have different ideas. Again, this is the creative process. We've made them all. Mark, if you're out there, I'm going to take a look at his. I was really inspired by Bill McMurtry last year. I liked his little garden gnomes, but those were torch work. They were done a little different. So we will all play around with this, experiment with it, and in the end, we'll come to a conclusion of what is best and how to do it. So Jake just put a hat or a little star on top of the gnome's hat. I understand it's a reflective gold color, so he can put the reduction on it when he's finished, and it will be a sparkling gold.
Looking good. I like this guy.
Uh-huh.
He's sweet looking. I think we get a whole new energy when we're prototyping stuff during the day. I used to remember that when I was making my transition to being the late night glassblower to the early morning glassblower earlier in my career. And it's like, it just seemed like glassblowers would all hang out till 3 o'clock in the morning blowing glass and making stuff and experimenting, and that was all fun and dandy. But at some point, it's pretty nice to get up at the crack of dawn and have a cup of coffee and start making glass.
There he is.
He is sweet, Jake.
I like the, yeah, the feet worked really well.
The feet look nice. The beard's like dripping down on there. Woohoo!
Don't forget to reduce them.
GA stamp.
GA stamp.
Ah. Woohoo! Okay, so we added these 2 bonus shows in because show 100 is going to be on March 2nd. The whole show is going to be a giveaway show. These guys are like, what do you mean? And that's exactly what I mean. Everything that we're doing is going to be fun, exciting, giveaways in the moment. We have your emails from past shows. There's going to be some surprises there. So
This is the 100th show?
Yeah, March 2nd. You really want to make sure you're able to watch this show.
Did you tell them anything about the road trip experience we're going to have when we're going to be...
Show number 99 is going to be taking place in Florida.
At a glassblowing studio in Florida. We're going to be going there and doing our live show from a mobile site. It's not a mobile glassblowing studio, but it's going to be a sweet spot down in South Florida.
It's another glass studio that's privately owned. We've rented time there. One of their instructors is going to work with us.
Help us film.
Yep. The show time is going to be a little different. That one's 4 to 6 because of the availability of the studio. Woo! He's on a roll. All right, each piece of glass that we make goes through a cooling process. Jake's just warming his underside, making sure everything's okay. He used the recycled glass as a base, so it's going to be slightly blue.
See if he sits up in there.
And away they go into the cooling oven. Doing some paperwork for class. I'm going to take you over to the table. Here are the 2 shirts that are on the website. So they're 2 different sizes. Everything's listed what we have. Live glass blowing.
Cool. Nice job.
I did it.
Turned out amazing.
Blow. That's another cool shirt. These are kind of at this point just fun t-shirts. Galaxy glasses are what we've named the swirly glass that's on the inside, and then it's got, see that swirl on the side too with the GA stamp. You can still order the products off the website. This is the Tornado Tumbler. Check that out. Wah, 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 wah. Super cool. And did you see the candlestick made the other day? Chris has taken 2 candlestick holders, put it on this recycled patty, and burning the candles for the show. Kind of fun. These are definitely drip style classic candles. Are you guys mic'd? Am I talking over you?
No.
Awesome.
Our mics are off.
Okay, good. I didn't know I would stop talking. We have time for...
All right, folks.
We got to do a giveaway.
No, the giveaway's Tuesday.
We don't
No.
have 5 minutes to make something?
We don't have 5 minutes.
All right,
we're done. We're
Okay.
done, folks.
It's been a pleasure talking with all of you.
That's a nice, fun show. I can't believe we got 3 prototypes done in there. Did you show them this candle burning over here?
As a matter of fact, I just did.
Man, that is pretty darn sweet looking.
And that's the new prototype puddle candlestick holder. The watery special for your table. It's sweet.
Incredible. So that again answers you guys' questions. Hot wax on thick glass or thin glass. Handling it like a champ.
Okay, Nicole still has to do the tour, and there's 2 more people coming. You want to jump in and just make a tumbler?
I really want to be 100% prepared for classes
Okay.
and not be scattered around today.
All right.
So
So the answer
Well,
is
Jake
no.
could run off.
Yep, you guys could do something if you want.
Do you want me to make one or no? We can be done.
We could be done. Okay. So, sorry, everyone.
Well, our next show, you guys, the next show is Tuesday from 6 to 8. We do them every Tuesday and Friday, 6 to 8. Tuesdays, we do all kinds of everything but drinkware. Drinkware is for happy hour on Fridays from 6 to 8, and we always give something away, except for tonight's show. We're not doing a giveaway. We had a question, though, Michelle. What would you name your gnome? So we do need to give something away. So we'll pick something out.
We'll just say
Yeah, we'll pick
Tuesday,
something.
Like we did last Saturday. We gave away 2 on Tuesday.
Nice.
All right, let me do the board one more time. Jake's gonna disconnect us here. Free glass at glassacademy.com. If you do e-news, the winners are contacted and you just pay for shipping. So the GNOME Show number 95. It was a pleasure talking with you guys. We appreciate y'all. Hope you have a great Saturday.
Ready to roll?
We are. Thanks everyone for joining.